Hey, we have lots to celebrate here on Great Day Live today. Someone that we know here had a birthday complete with bounce houses and cake. Not Mark's birthday. He's not celebrating too, even though he acts like he's two.
I had more fun than they did.
All right, Emma Grace is 2 years old.
Can you believe she's 2 years old?
I cannot believe she is 2. Here you go.
Fat Poppy loves cake. I got my Focus, my cake. I got my baby girl that's 2. We got it going on. Look, the bouncy house.
This video is everything
Poppy
to me,
loves the
Mark.
bouncy house.
I heard that you popped to the bounce house. Did
yeah,
you?
Poppy weighs a little much, and Poppy put a hole in the bouncy house. But the girls were going about 3 feet in the air.
Oh my gosh! Look at her. I didn't know when everybody sang "Happy Birthday" to her, and she blew out her candle. She was like, okay.
It took her a while, but she did.
It took her a while.
Yeah,
I bet she loved it.
I think her wish was that she wants Poppy to be with her forever.
Oh. I love it. What a great party you guys had. It is great.
Love it. Great family.
We have more sugar for you. We have caffeinated sparkling water for you.
No calories, plenty of sugar. Fat boys love cake. I'm ready.
Get them all going. It's a busy time for you at home, obviously, personally. I feel like it's a busy time of year.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know about you. I feel like right now I am getting inundated and slammed with text messages, emails that I know, and some of them I'm not so sure. I'm like, is this a scam?
Yeah.
Like, is there something to this pattern? Like, do you see an uptick this time of year?
There's a huge uptick. And in fact, FBI statistics, 93,721 seniors got cheated out of $1.7 billion, a 70% increase over the year before. So you're getting slammed right now. The more urgent the call or pressure, the more likely it is to be a scam.
Right.
So don't fall for it.
And so you have put together kind of the top 5 that you think we need to be aware of. The first is government impersonation.
Government impersonation. This is the #1 loser, right?
Okay.
So if you get a call from the IRS that said they're going to take you to jail because you don't pay it, that you know that's been around for a while. Don't take the bait. They're never going to do that. But
you're going to get a formal letter, like
absolutely.
if you've got something, or your accountant's going to tell you, hey.
It's going to go to the CPA or formal letter.
Yeah.
Don't call that number back. But here's the new one. You don't, and a lot of people are falling for this.
Okay.
They're going to call you and say, we're going to cut your Social Security or your Medicare benefits unless you verify your name, date of birth, Social Security number, everything they need to go out and hack you and steal your money.
Oh my goodness.
Social Security or Medicare will never do that. So don't fall for that. That's a big one right now.
That's a new one, right?
Yeah, that's the new one.
You know what? I think my mom said she got one. And what's so tricky is that you're not only getting the calls, like I think people are accustomed to them being like a phone call on their landline if you have one.
Yeah.
But when you get that text, for some reason people are like, wait a minute.
Everybody reads text, right?
Yeah.
You might not listen to that voicemail right off, but you'll answer that text.
Yeah.
And these scammers are getting smart to that. So don't do it. And the other thing is if someone sends you that text or an email or you get a screen that pops up, here's my #1 tip of the day. Don't click and answer that. Call that bank. Go get that site from Google. Go there, and it'll have HTTPS, means secure.
Yeah.
But don't answer that.
Don't
you
touch
go
it.
get your information on your own.
So what about sweepstakes and lotteries? Are those still really popular?
You know, I was going to cover that today. They're fading out, but here's one I do want to, after COVID, because I've had 2 clients fall to this, and they were embarrassed to tell me about this, and I couldn't help them. The romance scams are big right now because elderly are lonely during COVID.
Yeah.
And so their Facebook page is getting set up. They're chatting. They'll start it for asking phone cards, then they'll ask for a plane ticket to come see you, and then they'll never talk to you again.
Oh.
2 people done that. And the last one's a grandparent scam.
Yeah.
I had a lady lose 15 grand and I couldn't help her. I even called the FBI
What
and
is
they
the
couldn't help it.
grandparent scam?
So I'll call you and say, hey, Grandma Claudia, this at 1 in the morning when you're waking you up, and I'm going to say, this is your favorite grandson. Who am I? Do you know who it is? And you're going to say, oh, yeah, it's Mark. And I'm saying, well, I've got bad news. I've got arrested. I need $5,000 or $10,000 for bail money, and as soon as I get out, I'll bring it right back. Had a client lose
evil.
$15,000. I immediately called the FBI. It went to Nigeria. There's no international deal. It's gone.
I was going to say, what can you even do?
You can't. Once you send that money, it's gone. Don't fall for this. Don't fall for any of these.
Yeah.
Always call. Don't answer anything on your emails, phones, text. You go back to that institution, you go back to that organization, and the more urgent it is, the more it's a scam.
That's the flag, right?
$1.7 billion, and it's most elderly. And here's the last thing.
Okay.
If you have an elderly parent, and I know you love your mama to death, and I love your German accent, so talk to her that way. Show them your German accent in a minute. But
Claudia, what is this? They text me at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, ignore it. Ignore it.
You're different because you check on your mother.
yeah.
You call your mom and dad if they're elderly,
Check on
and you
them.
make sure because they're embarrassed to tell you they've done it, or they're embarrassed to tell you they're sending it to the televangelist, or they're embarrassed to tell you this, that, or the other. And I'm not slamming televangelists, but I'm just saying, careful what you're doing. And as an adult child, check on your parents and save the retirement.
Yeah, money's tight. We got to hang on to
That's
it.
dang straight.
Right?
Especially just giving it away. If you're going to give it away, lamkinwealth.com.
Let's give it to Mark. All right, Mark's going to get caffeinated and eat some cake now. Here he goes. So if you're interested in getting some more information or scheduling your first visit with Mark Lamkin, head on over to lamkinwealth.com or give him a call at 690-6764.